Sorry about that there, folks. Hit the handle feel a little too soon, but I wanted to give more of my thoughts, some updated thoughts, if you will, new thoughts on WWE 2k16. Now, last time I talked about it, not much was revealed. I mean, there were some things that were revealed that were good, that we all thought were positive things going in the right direction. We know that there's going to be a roster of 120 characters, WWE stars, current, past, and present, as well as WWE Hall of Famers, alumni, legends, things like that. And of course, the rumor that this is going to vary, this roster is going to vary from, not like you say, the past to the present and in between, but it's also going to vary from having wrestlers known for the time of the WWE, known as WWE people, to mainstays of WCW, ECW, and of course you're going to have NXT in there as well. So that's all good. Also, as we all found out, a lot of the creative options that were taken out of 2K15 are now back. Create a Diva is back, Create an Arena is back, Create a Show is back, Create a Championship is back, and yes, Create a Superstar is back as well with some improvements. Create a Superstar, of course, was one of the only creative options imported over to 2K15 on the next-gen consoles. Now, we had also heard, now after hearing all that great news and everything, as well as hearing the fact that you can attack an opponent during the entrance, which is called a breakout, as they're calling it, along with a few other options, new grappling system, new story mode that's going to allow you to go beyond just wrestling your last match, or let you actually ascend into the Hall of Fame. All those different options, as well as some new showcases and stuff. One thing we had heard was, since then, one thing we've been wondering about and we've been talking about and hoping about was okay, you gave us back all this creative options, all these creative features, and added in some new features. I mean, you got basically they've improved on the facial scan, like what you did with the previous one. They're improving on the cloth feature, in other words, making it more smooth and realistic. There are no more loading times between entrances and matches. It feels more fluid, more natural. The only thing I believe is probably going to the only thing I think is going to really get on people's nerves is they got this little timer in the corner. I was wondering, because I saw screenshots with that, and I was thinking, well, what is that? And apparently that's a countdown. That's a timer counting down to the next entrance. So hopefully, as Tubby Emu has said, hopefully, they'll take that out. They'll take that feature. They'll not take it out, but they'll give you an option to remove it. Like how they give you the option not to show the counts or the targeting indicators. Hopefully, they'll give you the option to take the timer out as well, so it feels actually more fluid and realistic without having to see a timer there. Now, one thing they talked about that some people have worried about is this new kick-out option. When you get pinned, you kick out, you try to kick out and everything. Now, we all know in 2K14, I think even in 2K15, you press the buttons to do that. Well, now you have an option or a feature that says, no, that's that's going to change, or that's going to be something we're changing a little bit, possibly for the better or for the worse. And what they're doing is, if I can show you, they're going to be having you, from what it looks like, from some of the footage that Tubby Emu and some other people have been able to show, is they're going to have you using this. I mean, they're going to have you do this to try to match up the green and red bars on the screen to try to kick out. That's the big difference. That's the big change. Now, you know, a lot of people said that this is one new feature that worries them. So hopefully 2K has it in mind to give us the option to go back to the old school style of it. In other words, press the buttons to make it easier. Because there's a lot of us, myself included, that are used to the button one. And I can understand why they're doing the analog one, though, because they want to give it that more realistic, fluid feel. And I guess maybe they have gotten complaints that kickouts are a little too easy with the buttons, but I still find it a great feature because it makes it easier. So hopefully they'll give you the option to go between that mode, between that pinning option and the analog pinning option as well. Like I said, you got some new features in there. You got some new additions to the creative outfits and masks and stuff like that. You got all these new things, these new customizations for the creative features. So I like that. I really, really do like that. But again, you got the hair dye, which I'm sure is not just limited to Create a Diva. I'm sure is also allowed for the men as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, just a lot of new features, a lot of things making it more fluid as well. And then of course, like I said, the one thing we were hoping and wondering about, as I was mentioning earlier, was, you know, because this was even asked, the developers were even asked this by various people in the gaming industry, whether they're independent gamers, independent newscasters, or gaming reporters, or reviewers, sort of on the level of an Angry Joe, or getting there, if you will, at the level of an Angry Joe, or whatever. One of the things people were asking is how many save slots are we going to get, and thankfully WWE 2k Dev, I should say, which is a new channel. I guess it's a new channel. It was uploaded. It was created this year by one of the developers, main developers over at 2K on the game. And this was the more recent video he put up, and it showed that we are indeed getting back not just all the creative features that we're taking out, as well as some other features as well, and match types, along with the addition of new match types, I'm hoping. Not only are we getting that massive 120 superstar diva roster, you know, it's not 120 superstars, 120 divas, so don't get me wrong, but you get the idea, 120 superstars, you know, plus some divas to, you know, even it out. Basically, it could be 100 superstars and maybe 20 divas, or 110 superstars, 10 divas, who knows. But it's just something to even it out. It'll be evened out, don't worry. It might be 90 superstars and 30 divas, for all we know. But the point is, what I'm saying is that along with the addition of all that, we did get confirmation in the more recent uploaded video at WWE 2k Dev that yes, we are getting back 100 save slots. And hopefully that's not just limited to the superstars and divas that you create, but it also will allow you to save maybe 100 custom arenas, maybe 100 custom championships, who knows, and maybe 100 custom logos, because when you think about it, when you do compare the difference between this release and the previous console, previous generation release. Basically, if you compare PS4, Xbox One to the 360 PS3 versions, then you know you're going to get a better, hopefully better game with this, because I mean, essentially, the games that get put on these PS4 and Xbox One discs are Blu-ray discs. The discs that are used are Blu-ray discs. So, and everybody knows. Everybody knows that with a Blu-ray disc, you get more capacity, you get more gigabytes, you get more room, period. So hopefully that's going to be a huge improvement, because it's going to allow us to not just have the room to create and save 100 superstars, maybe even 100 divas, who knows. But anyway, it's not only going to allow us to do that, but hopefully with the space and room that it's got, it's going to allow us to have 100 custom save slots for arenas, for championships, for logos. You know, I mean, when you take a look at what we had with 2k16, we only had like 5 slots for the custom logos. Hopefully that's been improved on, and that's going to be a new addition that we can. Well, it wasn't just 100. What was I talking about? It was actually. No, it was actually about 20, what was it, 25, just like it was, 25, just like it was with Superstar customization, custom stars. So hopefully that's been improved and we'll be able to do more. I mean, I would love to take this picture up here of the Saturday box set and upload it to the WWE 2K website for uploaded images. I would love to put that there, and I could still do that with 2k15, but I would love to do that and make that one of the options, to where when I do create, and I will create some Sonic Saturday characters, because if this becomes if this becomes what we've been hoping for since last year, then there's no doubt my DCWA is going to be moved over to there. There's no doubt. I mean, yeah, I'll still play DCWA on 2K14 until I have enough characters to do a revamped, more improved version of DCWA. The only question is, how do I record it? I may have to end up going back to recording with the audio and stuff that I have connected. That won't be a problem, hopefully, at all. But still, that's what's going on there. So hopefully that's what's going to be going on there. And again, I would love to have that cover as a sign that the fans in the crowd, because I know they're going to keep that. They're going to have the fans holding up the custom logos and all that. Hope that the fans could hold up and cheer, let's say when I have my custom version of Sally or Sonic or Bunny coming out. You know, so that'd be nice. That would be really nice to see. And hopefully that's, so hopefully the save slots for the custom logos, the arenas, and the championships and so forth are just the same as superstars and divas. Now I know one thing is going to worry some people. It's like, okay, you're giving us create a diva, but you're only showing superstars. Does that mean we can only put male superstars here? No, it's going to be the same thing on 2K14 and everything. It's create a superstar, but it's going to give you the option to go diva. So you'll be able to save that diva in your slot. And hopefully with the community creations, you'll be able to go online and upload them to community creation so others can probably use them as well. I mean, there's going to be a lot of colleagues, a lot of CAW leagues out there. They're going to jump to 2K16, use that as their main platform to showcase the CAW leagues. Now, until they do exactly what I'm probably going to do, and that's fully get all the slots needed for their character's field, they're going to end up probably relying on their previous gen versions as well. A lot of fans have been relying on 2K14 like I have for the CAW leagues. The reason being is because 2K15, as nice as it looks, does not have the features that we were used to, but now 2K16 will. And right now, from everything we've heard about, it is a huge, vast improvement over 2K15. A lot of people have even said that 2K15 might have been just the beta version, might have been the beta test of how the game itself will look being imported and jumping over to, and thus being imported over onto a new console. And well, graphic wise and everything, it's positive, but the main negatives that have kind of weighed it down and not giving it the the massive sellout that WWE and 2K have been hoping for is the fact that the features that we were used to in the previous game are gone. So hopefully now the new version, 2K16, at the end of October, will take care of that and we'll have no problems later on. And I'll be honest with you folks, I am tremendously happy and looking forward to this game coming out in October. Literally almost a month away, or 2 months away. If you think about it, literally 2 months away, or less than 2 months away from this coming out. So I cannot wait to play this game when it comes out. I really can't. I mean, to play, as these I mean, the roster I'm building now, can you imagine me importing and recreating all of those for the next gen console? It's going to be massive. I guarantee you, by the time 2016 does officially come around, a lot of CAW leagues, CCL, VCW, TXNA, ACW, SCAW, all the colleagues that people know about via YouTube and such are going to be debuting or re-debuting, rebooted on, or basically we're going through what is known as a reboot, a revamp, and by 2016, majority of them are going to start promoting and presenting their shows with 2K16 via next-gen consoles. So that's going to be really interesting to see. And all I have to say is I applaud 2K for doing this. I mean, obviously they got a lot of new improvements happen, a lot of stuff they're still working on a lot of stuff. More characters will be announced, and I cannot wait to see what they do or what they announce next. So it's going to be great. Let me know what you guys think down below. But those are my updated new thoughts on 2K16.